Hi everyone, Akin here again. In this session, we are going to call the escape sequences. We're going to cover that topic, which is again useful to, and it's good to know. So escape sequences are known as special codes called in Java, and they are used to insert certain spacing and characters in our text. So we are going to learn a few of those. As you can see here, \n, it's going to move cursor to a new line in our text, while \t, it's going to insert a tab. And we will use \double quotation to insert a double quote in our text like here. And we will use two double backward slashes basically to insert one actually backward slash in this example. So let's go and see how we implement those in a IntelliJ class. So in the future, we have practiced few topics here. Now I am going to create one more package called as escape sequences. And the first class I'm going to create called as, escape sequences practice. Okay. So if you see this, don't worry about it, guys. I'm just using Git to push my code to a hosting website. So you will not see it. Don't worry about it. Here, I'm just going to call my main method. And let's call our previous sessions quickly. Again, I am just going to print out hello and then word, right? We started with this. And whenever I print this, it's just going to print the hello word in the console and it's going to move to a new line. But what if I ask you to print hello word as hello in the first line and word in another line? Well, one of the probably you will immediately come up with, well, I will print out hello here and then word here. If I run this, yes, I will get them in separate lines. But we are not always calling a new print statement to do everything one by one. So what I could do is simply here, I can just put \n between them, which is also going to insert a new line as we see in the notes. So if I do this, exactly I am getting them in the different lines. So let's say we have one more hello word. I am practicing Java today. And if I run this now, it will just be next to the word because we are not moving to any new line here. But if you would like to take this, I am practicing Java today to a new line, simply come here, put a \n, and then it will display in the new line. So you can take from here as well. It will do the same thing. Hello world, I am practicing Java today. So basically, \n, whenever you use this at some places in your text, it will always going to move to next line. So what if I put 2? Or here, what if I put 3 \n? So every \n is going to insert a new line. That's why after hello, the first one is moving to next line, and then the second one is given another empty line. That's why I see a empty complete row between hello and word. Then I am practicing, it's just moving to next line. There is no space here, but here I have more spaces. So for each \n, it's going to move to the next line. So the second thing, if I take this whole thing back, okay, let's just delete this. Let's say I have a hello word again. When we run this, we definitely see that this is like, okay, to the left. There is no spaces on the left, on the right as well, right? There is no spaces. But what if I put a \t? So this is going to insert a tab space in front of the text that I have here. And usually we use this for the paragraphs, right? If I go back to the Sublime, usually if we have multiple paragraphs, that each paragraph starts with a \, and we can use this \t to insert a tab space in our text, right? That's the second thing that we are going to learn. We have to know what it is. And the third one, let's do another example. For example, I travel to Rome last year. But basically what you would like to do is when you execute this, okay, I traveled, let's just put this, yeah, I traveled to Rome last year. This is just, you know, without a simple plain text. But what if you would like to put Rome in a double quotation to highlight, right? So like this. Is it possible to do this? Well, let's try. You will put a double quotation here and another one here. But what happened is we get a compiler error. We need to fix this. To be able to fix this, the problem actually we have here is we are trying to put double quotation inside the double quotation in our text, right? The string literal here that already have a double quotation, and Java is not going to allow this in this way. So what we need to do, we need to put a \ in front of each and every inner double quotation in our text. Only then we will be able to see our text in this way. So now Rome came with double quotations. So, and if you go back to our text, we will simply see \ and double quotation. It's going to insert a double quotation in our text. This is where we see. This is inserting one, and this is inserting the second one. Okay, I hope that's clear. And the third one, let's say we need to insert some, well, I like apple. Doesn't make sense, but / banana. So if you would like to put this, so now let's just take this and put in the double quotation. And it already came actually, like, okay, I put one. Oh, banana may not be a good example. So let's take this back, put apple and grapes. Okay, let's do grapes. So now, what is the issue here? Again, I'm having a compiler error. I need to fix this. So / if you see here, it has a meaning already. It is used to provide those escape sequences, but when you try to insert itself, then you are going to use it with another / So here you may see two /, but when you execute the code, you will get only one. So the question will be here, what if I would like to put two / in my text? Then should I do only 3? No, you will have an error again, a compiler error. For every single / you want to see in your text, you need to put two / One of them is escape sequence, the other one is your actual /. So now I have 4 here, but I'm getting 2 in my text as 2 of them are backward. For 3, then I need to put 6. So basically for every single / I would like to see in my text, I need to put 2 in the string literal here. So now I have an example. We are going to go and print this in one print line statement. So let me take this first to IntelliJ. The practice we are going to do is going to be working on this 2 paragraphs. As you can see, I see 2 paragraphs here, and I am going to make this with a single print line statement. So basically I will get all this text here and I will bring it in a way it's written here. So I already put all of it in one print statement here. Let's just see, it's a long line of text. We will bring it down. So let me run this. Yeah, so it's exactly the same text, but just in one line. Java is high-level class-based object-oriented programming language, blah, blah, to the end. Need to recompile. Yes, so here. But how I am going to now break this long line into 2 separate paragraphs using all those escape sequences. I have a backward slash here. I have double quotations here as well. So first of all, I will need to go to the end of the object-oriented programming right there. So I will take this space out and I will need to put a \n. Now let's run after this \n. Now at least I break it into 2 lines. It's getting closer. But at the same time, I believe I see a tab space at the beginning as well. So which is going to be \t before the text Java. So let's run that as well. Okay, now I have a I have a tab space right here provided with the \t. So after the possible, I need to break it down as well. So I am going to find the possible in my code. I will put a \n here as well. So let me run this. So now that went to the next paragraph. It is a general purpose programming language. Okay, do we have a tab space between these as well? I believe so. So let's find this. It is a general. So I will put a \t here as well. When I run this now, okay, I am getting closer and closer to the format I have here. So after let keyword here, let programmers, I should break it from here. So let's find this let programmers right there. I'll put a \n and run it again. It's going to break from, it's going to move it to the next line after the let. And I believe I need to do this one more time after Java here, between Java and code. I need to break it to the next line. So between Java and code here, I'm going to take the space out and I will put a \n and I will run it one more time. It's getting closer and closer. And I believe lastly, I need to take this to the next line. So that's why I will go to the end of the text I have here. I will put a \n right there as well. So good. It looks like 2 paragraphs now, but I believe first of all, we are missing an empty line between these 2 paragraphs. So basically after the possible here and between the next paragraph, I need to completely give an empty line. So for this, we will just go add one more \n between this tab and the previous line. So right here, \n. And if I run, once again, okay, now we got that space as well. But we are missing a few more things. First of all, this one should be a /. Here we see a /. Let's fix this. So right there, between general purpose, there should, I mean, it doesn't make sense. I just put this as a practice, but it should be /. Remember, when you put only one backward slash, it reads it as a escape sequence and it gives us a compiler error. But to be able to insert a backward slash in our text, we need to put 2. Now, if I run this, now I get my single backward slash in the text. So there is one more thing that we need to fix. Here, write once, run everywhere abbreviation, it needs to be in the double quotations. If you remember just from a few minutes ago we did, to be able to insert double quotation in our text, first of all we will go and find the write once, write everywhere abbreviation, and we cannot just simply put double quotation here and double quotation here. What we need to do is we need to provide a backward slash, which is the escape sequence in front of each double quotations we have here. So now, if I run the code one more time, you will exactly see that we bring that one line of text into 2 paragraphs the way it is seen in the task. So we have did this. But there is another thing that we need to be careful about and that we need to know is that's a long line of code. And usually this is not the best way to practice basically put our statements. Our coding statement, one line, should not be usually exceeding 50, 60 characters. It should not be too long like this. And what we can do, we can break this text into separate lines from here. Just go before \n or after and just hit enter. So it is going to close that with a double quotation and concatenate with a plus sign with the next statement. And I will do same thing after this as well. And I will do same thing after each new line simply. And right here. So this is much more readable right now. We just break our string literal into different strings. Each one is a different string now. This is a string and this is a string. And we have concatenated multiple strings with the plus sign. This is possible and known as concatenation. Maybe let's do the next session and discuss a little bit more about the concatenation. So I hope you enjoyed and learned these simple escape sequences. We have learned 4 of them: how to insert a new line, how to insert the tab space, how to insert the double quotation, and then the backward slash. There are obviously more, but I only cover those as these are the most used ones. I hope you enjoyed and learned this. See you in the next session to discuss a little bit more about the concatenation.